And we're live. The Anti-Hero broadcast, the best broadcast out there known to man. We got a hell of a show for you. The big thing is the Israeli U.S. government merger. I could have called it. Got some other great stories for you. Cops wilding out. Got some good guests. Nick, Jake, they're all coming. So stick around.
Excellent. Be confrontational. Fuck admin.
Don't trust the government.
The information provided by the speakers and presenters on the Anti-Hero broadcast platform is for general informational and entertainment purposes only. Information does not represent the broadcast network and all entities involved. All information is provided in good faith. However, we make no representation or warranty of any kind, express or implied, regarding the accuracy, adequacy, validity, reliability, availability, or completeness of this information. Hurt feelings is not defamation.
JV team for life.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you are. It is Tuesday, June 2nd, 2026. The Anti-Hero broadcast is a news entertainment broadcast for veterans, first responders, and all blue-collar Americans. Join us live Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube, Facebook, and X. This show is brought to you by GhostBed. Go to ghostbed.com/anti-hero. Save 10% on their already ridiculously low prices, pillowcases, mattress toppers, cooling patented technology sheets, their award-winning mattresses, 60,000 plus 5-star rating and reviews, and free shipping on those big mattresses. So if you got to replace something in the bedroom other than your wife, go to ghostbed.com/anti-hero. Save 10%. And Elevated Silence. But elevatedsilence.com, use promo code antihero15, save 15% on your can. They have suppressors from everything from 22s to 50 cals. Exercise your Second Amendment right. Get yourself a suppressor. The process is not that hard, and Jim will walk you through it. Elevatedsilence.com, use promo code antihero15 to save 15%.
Patreon. We have new members still rolling in. The Patreon is the OG area where it all started. That's where we put our workouts, our runs. Everybody shoots the shit. We got new members rolling in every day. And Patreon is the family that gets the exclusive lives. We're going to do another live this week. We don't know when. We're just going to pop on there and entertain you extra. And anything extra. We have extra chromosomes. So extra entertainment is actually right up our alley. And the Anti-Hero app, which is the OG area. Go to the antiheroapp.com where for the rest of this month. No, you're done.
We're done.
You had a chance up until June 1st to get the $5 off, but it's $25 a month for the exclusive app of the Anti-Hero broadcast, which is one step up above the Patreon. So if you want to be an OG, you join the Anti-Hero app at antiheroapp.com. Don't be
on the app is where we're talking about maybe doing a 99% meetup.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get everybody's blackout days, but we'll see.
And you know, we had you can take that down. We had our little live there, our last night shift that had a Muppet and later. So what our goal is probably have those type of live events inside the app once we're finished developing that part of it. So it'll be an area for somebody might jump a tent on fire on a bike, somebody might chug beer. You never know what's going to happen in the Anti-Hero live. So that's where we're headed with that. So the 99 cent or 99%, depending on what you call them, that's a place to be.
Let's hop into it, dude. Israel.
Ooh.
This one's freaking crazy.
So obviously people are going to think that it's already been going on.
Bro, yeah, that's true. U.S. military and Israel military merger. So the first thing we're going to do is, of course, we're going to jump on Instagram and we're going to listen to some broad, actually break it down pretty well. Are we not supposed to say that? We're not allowed to say that anymore? That's probably not something to say. Some woman, she breaks it down pretty well. So, and then we'll talk about it. We got G Money coming on in a little bit to give us his thoughts on it. But let's check this out. You want to add it to the screen, Eli? There you go.
Congress is about to merge the U.S. military with Israel permanently, and they hid it inside of a 3,000-page bill. Here is exactly what Section 224 of the 2027 NDAA does. It creates something called the U.S.-Israel Defense Technology Cooperation Initiative, and what a fucking mouthful that is. One, it forces our generals to give Israel our most advanced military secrets, AI, cyber, biotech, all of it. Two, it literally says the two militaries will share data fusion and network integration. That means your tax dollars will power a single unified war machine. Three, Israel gets to build factories on U.S. soil so that members of Congress cannot vote to cut them off without losing jobs in their own districts. Why should I care? Well, it's not really about defense, is it? It's about making the relationship impossible to break. Former State Department officials are warning that this bill is designed to entrench Israel so deep into America's supply chains that we lose our ability to say no. So the public is waking up to what's happening in Gaza. Israel's facing genocide charges, and the UN just put them on a blacklist for sexual violence. And Congress is like, sounds great, here are the keys to the Pentagon. So unpopular, yet so useful in silencing dissenting voices, right? Kind of fixes the problem of US military personnel not being willing to attack their own people, right? We can just have the most moral military in the world do it. So here's your action item for this week. You need to call your representative this week, not later, as soon as possible. You can even tag them in this post. You're going to tell your reps to vote no on NDAA Section 224. Congress is about to merge the U.S. military.
All right, so
Let's see. I want to see what we say AI is bought and paid for, right? I want to just, while we're here, I'm going to type that in and see if how it explains it. NDAA.
I already did.
Oh, good. I want to see. Maybe our computers are even different. Maybe
Google does it for you, dude. Right? Like if you just type it in.
Yeah, that top part of Google. I'm going to see what ChatGPT says. And you can
the U.S. Congress is currently advancing Section 224 of the fiscal year of 2027, which obviously means that this has not happened yet. National Defense Authorization Act, known as the United States Israel Defense Technology Cooperation Initiative, which seeks to integrate the two nations' militaries and defense industries to an unprecedented degree. Introduced by House Armed Service Committee leaders Representative Mike Rogers and Adam Smith, this provision shifts the traditional alliance away from basic military aid handouts and toward an interconnected joint weapons development ecosystem. The proposed legislation follows a highly volatile period in the Middle Eastern security, notably marked by a brief war, joint U.S.-Israeli forces in Iran earlier this year. Concurrently, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has signed a desire to gradually phase out direct American cash assistance. Ooh. I don't speak geopolitics, but that don't sound too good, man.
Do you see obviously in our reels and in the comments, Trump's like on the down, man. Big on the down. Like, did you think in a what were we, a year and a half in, that you would be like, everybody was MAGA a year and a half ago, and now that everybody's like pulling the reins back?
Well, I mean, everybody wants something to fucking bitch about. So Trump's an easy fucking target for this type of stuff. And that's because what's the average guy gonna do? You can't bitch about the Jews, right? You're not allowed to. You can't bitch about Israel, not allowed to. We're allowed to bitch about Zionism because they deny all that. So the easiest thing to do is to blame President Trump. Now, he kissed the wall, and I can't take that back. I can't. There's nothing I can do for him in there. But so is every other politician. I think the only one that didn't was like JFK or something. Look what happened to him. So I mean, that Trump's an easy target.
He is. The targets are coming. The shots are coming from a group of people we never thought would fire those shots, though.
Who? Angry people on Instagram?
Yeah, but no, he hasn't. Overwhelmingly no support for Trump in the last few times we posted him. Like, we got called every name in the book for posting support of the president, which 6-8 months ago, a year ago, it wasn't.
We did it. We didn't even support it. No. I'm saying we didn't support him. We just called out Trump derangement syndrome.
Correct.
That doesn't mean we're advocating for Trump. We're just.
But it was spun that we were, and then we got called all those names. But like when he won, you were going to get, there was little criticism from the right. It was MAGA, we're back, America's back. Ever since, I'm telling you, the turning point of all this is Iran. The American people are confused about who really wanted to bomb Iran. And that's where I think this starts to take the turn. And I'm not like you said, I'm a moron. I'm not a politician. I'm an entertainer. I'm here to look stupid and entertain, but for the little brain cells I have, I look at that Iran war. Some of the comments were, you guys have seen the Iran war and still support the president. Like you got like all those comments. It's like, I don't know. It's a weird
I just can't
time.
get down with a bunch of people that have never served saying they don't want soldiers over there. I guarantee you every fucking retard in combat boots wants to go to war. Like that's the whole point of joining it. So I don't really know who we're vouching for. It's almost like we're virtue signaling for troops.
But also like we all, and just like cops want to go do hood things, right? We all do hood rat shit with our friends. That doesn't mean like, hey, we got a bunch of guys that want to go to war. Let's go to war. And the large majority of Americans are never going to serve. So the country is supported by a lot more people that don't want to go or didn't sign up to go to war or didn't join the military. They still have a place, right, to say we should or we shouldn't. But yes, the critical comments about some of that stuff come from people that are just going to complain no matter what because they wanted to serve.
Look at the silent minority or the silent majority. Sorry, not the silent majority. The White House still has a gajillion followers. Trump still has a gajillion followers. I think it depends on your algorithm. Our Instagram is a very heated, very heated algorithm right now. So we get half hate no matter what we post. We could post a fucking charity and people fucking shit on it in the comments. Real quick, before we bring on G Money, I just want to read this. This is Al Jazeera. Congress moves to deepen military ties with Israel. Why it matters. Analysts say the plan would weave Israeli military interests more deeply into the fabric of U.S. national security policy. Lawmakers in the United States are quietly advancing a proposal, aka quietly advancing, because that's true. They shove it in a 3,000-page document that could deepen military ties between U.S. and Israel in unprecedented ways at a time when public support for Israel among Americans is increasingly fractured. Among the provisions include the NDAA released this week in Section 224. Which the NDAA, which Congress passes annually to set military. Okay, so it's an annual thing to set military and authorized defense spending, will undergo further debate and amendments before becoming law. Some legislators have already signaled opposition. One saying he would seek to remove the provision if it reaches the House floor. Analysts added that it could mark a significant shift in the U.S.-Israeli relationship, moving beyond a model centered on American military aid, which we're used to deeper institutional integration between the two countries' defense industries and militaries. My big thing is weapons technology and intelligence secrets. I gotta have a fucking, you can't even have a top secret clearance and really have ties with Israel yourself.
Yeah. Here's the interesting thing. So you say Google has it. Here's what ChatGPT says. If you're referring to Section 244 of the House Fiscal Year 2027 NDAA, the bill is still in legislation process section and can be changed before final passings. To publicly released 2027, Chairman's mark was only recently released and is still subject to amendment and markup. It won't give it to you. I couldn't verify from the current public sources exactly what it contains. So you're able to Google it in some places and find it. ChatGPT says they can't. That seems very strange to me. That they're basically saying it's out there, but it's too new and it hasn't been amended all the way. So we're just going to pretend it doesn't exist yet. So it will not produce any real information on it.
Whoa.
Strange, right? Weird.
Nick Adam or at Eli. Jeez. There he is.
Dude, why do you let Tyler read shit, bro?
Somebody's got to do it, bro. Somebody's got to do it.
He's the glue,
and
man.
Referring to yourself as an entertainer is really using that term loosely.
Anyway,
somebody's got to read it, dude. You don't even know how to use ChatGPT.
I just came in there fucking ripping both of you. It's been a while.
Hey, yeah. I know you're going to run something on Trump tonight on your show at 7, right. But I want to get your take on kind of this whole. I mean, we only know what we know. We've pretty much read what we know. There's this integration process they're proposing hidden in a 3,000-page document where we share all of our trade secrets, our intelligence, and our weapons technology with Israel, and to a point where it would be impossible to tear it apart. That leading into the Trump stuff, where, as we posted all last week, it appears the silent minority are very loud right now, and why they're not backing Trump.
Fucking echo chamber, dude. It's an echo chamber. The fucking the primaries here, Trump, MAGA, killed it. He was like 100% for all his endorsements. I think close to 200 candidates. 100%. Everyone he endorsed got in. MAGA's not dead. MAGA's more alive than ever. Number one. Number two, hidden. I love the language. Hidden in the bill. This bill's not even going to be brought on the floor for another year. It's not even going to look the same when it comes in front of, when it gets on the House floor a year from now. It's going to be a completely different bill. Might not even be in there. That being said, no, I do not like it. Treaties are meant to be temporary, not permanently. We should not be aligning ourselves and integrating anything with any other foreign country. I don't like that the politicians that put this bill forth are probably kissing the wall and taking money from AIPAC, and I don't like foreign money involved. That being said, I wish all these people crying and bitching. This is the difference between the right and the left, right? The left has been bought and funded for by Soros and other animals from fucking other countries that have been trying to collapse capitalism within our fucking country for decades now, and that's the truth. I fought that head on. I took it on myself personally, so I can speak about it. I didn't just talk about it. I did something about it. The man in the arena. I wasn't on Facebook posting fucking shit, not doing something. I stepped up and I did something about it. That's what other people have to do. That being said, I wish these fucking people crying about AIPAC helping fucking pro-capitalist Republicans get elected and not liberals and not communists and not socialists. Yeah, I don't like fucking Israeli money, but at least they're helping fucking Republicans beat socialists, you dumbasses. Why weren't you fucking crying this fucking loud when George Soros has been doing this for fucking decades? But hey, AIPAC's here. Oh, let's fucking the shiny little bell about Jews and Israel and the anti-Semitism going on. Ding-a-ling-a-ling, the big fucking noses. The Jews, they're here to fucking kill you and all that other stuff. And you eat it up and you're running all over the fucking place. And you get a couple of these fucking traitors like the fucking the frogs are turning gay, fucking Alex, whatever the fuck his name is, Jones, and fucking the blonde from fucking Fox, Megyn Kelly. They're all fucking, you want to talk about people doing shit for money, go look at the bag they're fucking getting. Look at the bag Joe Kent, fucking the hero seal, fucking leaking shit against Trump. That's the uniparty. Fucking wake up, people. Seriously, wake the fuck up.
So you're saying
we got to get foreign money out of our fucking politics. But at least right now, the game that's being played, at least they're getting fucking Republicans elected over communists and socialists.
That's true.
I'll take AIPAC money all day.
Do you think we, out of boredom, create our own enemies because we need something to bitch about? Or do you think that it was
first world problems, bro? Look, we got to have arguments about fucking gender. You got to make up problems. That's how fucking bad it is in this country. You got to make up your own problems. Fuck out of here.
Well, I mean, like, I'm trying to remember, like, the Jews is a recent thing. Obviously, it's been a slow progression of, some would call anti-Semitism. Some would call.
What I deal with?
Mike, why are you looking so red today? You get a sunburn, dude? Your nose is all shiny.
I changed the lighting.
It does look pretty bright.
Is it bright?
Yeah, it's like Rudolph.
Bright.
Hold on.
Either that or you need a drink of alcohol.
Every time he comes back, just tell him it looks worse, dude. He'll go fucking nuts. But I mean, so did we? Well, the echo chamber thing you said is true. That is true. When 9 people are saying it and that 10th person isn't strong enough to go, wait, what? That 10th person is now going to become part of that group.
Ooh, that's still even worse, dude. Your nose is so shiny. You can lead that sled through the fucking blizzard.
Well, no, why is it so yellow?
Because of the light.
Shiny too, dude. You see the big shine off his nose? Rudolph the Indian River fucking reindeer.
Look at that white. It's as white as my beard. What are you talking about? My nose is white as my beard.
Shiny.
Yeah, because it's shining
White,
off the red.
white shirt. The white shirt is sucking more light. This is how you guys. This is because you don't know what you're talking about. You started focusing on me now. You guys were out of material.
No, we're not. I'm still going. Nick just
I'm
gets
worried about your
distracted.
blood
So do
pressure.
you.
My blood pressure.
I'm trying not to get upset when we just side rail and go off the rails about something stupid. So I want to know where did all of a sudden we become scared of Jewish people?
Dude, it started up at Cambria and Harvard and all that a couple years ago at the colleges. You know, it was crazy. Anti-Semitism going on was nuts, dude. It was like fucking 1930s fucking Germany with the brown shirts, which is what Antifa is. Let's call it for what it is. It's the militant wing of the progressive left, and that's what they use them for, to attack, intimidate, and commit violence against their political opponents. It's exactly what Antifa is, the political wing of the left. And now we have open socialists and communists standing in our government, which is a fucking disgrace and disgusting. It's not what this country has been stepped on, built for. We sent so many of our young men and women to die fighting communism, and we allowed it in our government. It's disgusting. That's what's going on, and fucking the psyop would blame the Jews. Man, the fucking right, you let that little pussy fucking, what's his name? The one that fucking threw that old lady, Nick, what's his name? Fuentes. That bitch pushing some fucking 50-year-old lady down the steps and bragging about it. You let that fucking anti-Semite come in, take over the fucking right, wave the shiny little fucking bells, and everyone fucking hook, line, and sinker. He's a Democrat. He's on that fucking militant wing. You guys got psyop, dude. You fucking bought into it. But it's the echo chamber. Step outside the echo chamber. If MAGA was dead, fucking all of Trump's fucking people he endorsed, he wouldn't have been. He's 100%, dude. And it's almost 200 people endorsed one. Governors. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. It's not dead. It's more alive than ever.
We got a super chat saying, G Money, do you have receipts for Joe leaking the info?
Yeah. So why? So he was cut out of confidential meetings for over, I believe, 9 months. Wait, why would someone in his position be cut out of confidential meetings if he wasn't leaking something, right? And all of a sudden, that dude was a fucking Bernie bro. It's another pussy. Come on, dude. You're a Bernie bro? Fuck out of here. Fraud. And you're going to tell me he's a Trump supporter? He wasn't there to fucking create sabotage? Fuck out of here.
Cody says $5 or $7 Canadian money. What the fuck's CA mean?
It's definitely not Canada.
Anyway. I hope not. Hope not for you, Cody. I'm late. What did I miss, Mike? Why are you so red, brother? Burn on the run. Did you get burned on the run?
He must have got sunburned, dude. You definitely are red.
Physical fitness is a thing.
Rudolph, the Indian River reindeer.
Nick, you only got one more left before Mike goes for the jugular. He's not going to be the butt of the joke much longer.
I'm good. I'm turned a new leaf. I realize that men need to insult other men to feel good. So I'm going to let you guys have. I'm going to let you guys.
It's called toxic masculinity. This just shows baseball.
Estrogen levels elevated.
Yeah. Huh?
You're more red than I am.
Me?
It was that original light. I had that orange light on instead of the white light. I changed it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't look red anymore, Mike.
I don't know my blood pressure is great. I was at the doctor this morning, so I know I'm good. I know I'm not dying at least.
Nick, what is it? What makes you think this is going to be altered? You made it sound like this is usual behavior for the government when I said hidden in a 3,000-page document.
It is. This is how bills get paid, and that's another thing. I think every bill should be a standalone bill. There should be no more pork, nothing added to it. Whatever the issue is, should be a standalone bill put forth, and that's it. Nothing else added to it. This is fucking nonsense. Both parties are guilty of it. You get shit like this, I fucking hate it. Nancy Pelosi, you got to pass the bill to find out what's in it. Remember that nonsense? But yeah. You will. It won't look the same when it finally hits the floor and they actually start voting on it. It's going to get changed. And these are politicians that, unfortunately, probably suck up to AIPAC and take as much money as possible. It's Israel first, not America first. We need to get foreign money out of our fucking government. We need to get rid of lobbyists. But that being said, right now, I don't mind Republicans taking AIPAC money. to fucking beat socialists and communists. It is what it is right now.
Okay. All right. So you're saying, yes, that is a problem taking APAC money, but right now, communists and liberals are our bigger problem. So we need to prioritize our efforts. And as Republicans or whatever you want to call yourself, as long as you're not a communist, socialist fucking retard, we need to get on the same page and focus on one common enemy, being the communists that are trying to take over our country and make us get in bread lines for dinner.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yeah.
Right?
Why don't you think that? No, never mind.
Even if they're,
I mean, that was us. Oh, go ahead.
I guess in war, I guess that stands, right? The enemy of your enemy is your friend.
In everything, politics, everything, dude. Enemy is an enemy. Don't matter what it is.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I got a lot of enemies then.
That was us.
But why
do you think we joined with the communists in World War II to defeat Hitler?
Yeah, that was a mistake. That's why Patton was
because
killed.
that
Patton
was
wanted
before there was the big communism scare.
Yeah,
right.
Patton wanted to keep going to fucking Moscow.
Well, we talked to Ryan, the contributor of Marine Communists, and we told him the issue is that, yeah, we can sit here and all agree. We could bring him in and all agree. Big BlackRock is bad, right? All these deep state things are bad, right? Every Epstein files are bad. Everything's bad. But at the end of the day, let's say us four lead a revolution, topple. Well, I probably shouldn't say this on YouTube, but let's just say there's a civil war and the communists.
Hypothetical country.
Yes, the communists and the freedom fighters get together to defeat the tyrannical deep state. At the end of that, when we're on our victory hill planting the American flag, immediately problems are going to be solved, or we're not going to agree on anything because we just took down a common enemy. But now it's time for us to go to war.
Yeah, kill the communists. So what Patton was right. We should have just kept going.
So we look at each other and two of us decide to kill the other one, right? And then worry about when the other one's going to kill the other one.
That's the way life is, dude.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's been going on for centuries. It's never going to change.
No.
When Patton was right, we should have went right to Moscow.
Oh, just took it?
Yeah,
I don't think they
didn't want to stop.
I don't think we didn't.
Patton didn't. Why do you think he was killed?
Whoa, wait, what?
Come on, dude. You don't know
how
that?
Did Patton die on the record? How did Patton die?
By I believe a fucking horse cart or some shit crashed into his car and he was paralyzed and died in the hospital. Apparently there was a fucking bullet wound in his neck or some shit like that. There's all kinds of conspiracy theories, but yeah, he was too loud and too vocal. He hated the Russians. He wanted to keep going.
Do you think we would have won?
Yeah, he wanted to fucking take the fucking Germans and fucking arm them back up again and just go right back and keep going.
Are you serious?
Yeah, incorporate the fucking Wamreich, whatever the fuck it's called, and just go right to Moscow.
So Patton wanted to, once the Germans were defeated, boost them back up and go end communism before we had to deal with it again in the 50s and 60s. Wow, I did not know that. And
I think similar with Douglas MacArthur, too. I think he wanted to keep going. That might have been in Korea, though. He just wanted to fucking go all the way up in the.
I was going to say, Russia. Patton just sounds like a war, like a just fucking war-torn, like, yeah.
He definitely was a war dog, that's for sure.
Well, we got some other topics for today. I want to make sure everybody gets it out there. This Israel-U.S. thing, there's not much to talk about. It's just the fact that it was hidden. I like that verbiage. It was hidden in a 3,000-page proposal. But like Nick said, it's not going to fucking hit the floor or even be presented till next year. And it might go through a lot of changes. But Nick brought up a great point. That's what each side tries to do. So you're not going to get us.
Business as usual. I got to bounce. Is there something else you want to throw at me?
Just what are you talking about tonight?
We're talking about Trump. Promises made, promises kept. His record for endorsements, what MAGA looks like. Not inside this echo chamber. We're going to take you. We're going to step outside the echo chamber and see what it really looks like.
I think we should make you a thumbnail for tonight and put that link up early and say Trump is awesome. Prove me wrong. Ooh, right. Man, can you imagine the hate?
But I heard you guys say something about kiss the wall.
Yeah.
made me think about something. We used to pass this tape around when I was a kid. It was called Kiss My Dick. Best porn ever made. That went around my entire neighborhood. Look it up. Kiss My Dick. I think it was made in the 80s.
How did that
Great
remind
porn.
you of anything of that?
Kiss the Wall. Just came right to my mind. Kiss My Dick.
All right. Thanks for joining us, Nick. We'll see you tonight.
Natural. See you guys.
Ugh.
Hey, man.
We took a leap there. One small step for mankind.
It was almost professional till the very end.
We had a really good segment of professional conversation.
All right. So we got a bunch of subtopics that we want to. First off, I want to get. Mike wants to talk about a man that might not die on death row.
Well, he's out, and I want to talk about this. Let me load up.
Wait, so did they let him out while they still investigate it?
No, here. This is going back to like old time of what we've done in America in the past, and it kind of goes into like law enforcement, police, and everything. What we did, before, and this is a body cam argument too. Before body cams, so I'm bringing this up. You can bring the Chiron down for a second so I can read it all. It says Ricky Jackson was just 18 years old when he was sentenced to death row for a crime he did not commit in 1975. On a street corner in Cleveland, Ohio, a money order salesman was robbed and shot, and the man lost his life. 5 days later, Ricky was in police custody. The only witness against him was a 12-year-old boy who testified that he saw Ricky pull the trigger. Even though the boy was on a school bus several blocks away when the shots happened, no physical evidence linked Ricky to the crime. So it's an older case, but it's kind of going along the lines of the way things were done before and kind of the way things are done now, because there is no body cam inside the agency. So where I'm going on the outside is years ago, I think he spent 40, let me pull the other image up. I think he spent 39 years in death row. And there were three gentlemen. They only highlight the one gentleman in this post I made. That's not it.
Sorry.
Here. It's all right. So he spent 39 years on death row. And imagine what that must have felt like. Three gentlemen arrested, spent 2 days in police custody, being interrogated, and all three ended up confessing to murder. Not one of them did anything wrong. Their entire case was based on one 12-year-old boy who was 4 blocks away on a school bus, who heard about the murders, wanted to be cool, and talked about it out loud, how that he saw it. Police got a tip that there was a witness on a school bus who was 12, went and got him, and allegedly threatened his family if he didn't stay with that story that he witnessed these three gentlemen commit the murder. That was the entire case. No physical evidence, no DNA, no fingerprints, no murder weapon, nothing but a 12-year-old kid on a bus. And you're talking late
murder
70s,
weapon?
Nothing. They had nothing. But 3 confessions, because after 2 days in custody, probably a couple phone books and some other stuff, mental warfare, they confessed. So where I go with this is pre-body camera, pre-technology era, no cameras anywhere. And we're going to transition into another topic after this where I want to go the opposite of this, but nothing. There was no video, no evidence, no nothing. Imagine sitting there for 39 years, knowing you did nothing wrong, and only at the age of 53, the then 12-year-old witness comes forward and says, I gotta tell y'all something. I made the whole story up.
The kid
came forward at 53 years old and said, I was scared. I told a fib. The fib.
Fib.
Well, imagine riding down the road and you want to be cool, right? And you say, hey, what does this say? Mike, taking a quick break from admin to drop a super chat.
Admin.
I always call him admin. He's a goon. He's an absolute goon, but I joke that he's got an admin schedule. But imagine, so this kid tells a little story. And back then, your parents beat the snot out of you. There was some consequences. So he tells this lie. The cops go get him, say, hey, kid, we heard you saw something. Well, your family, you might have some problems unless you did see it. And then off we go. And that just shows the lack of integrity of investigations back then before technology. Now, could technology have gone too far? Maybe. We'll cover that later on. I got another topic, but we as cops, and I'm not comparing 39 years on death row. Let me take that down now that I'm going to transition into we as cops have this same problem, which is we get accused of things within the building. We don't have any video evidence. We can't do those things. We have nobody to like stand up for what's going on in there. And that's where I see a lot of people get in trouble. A lot of cops get railroaded because a little story here, story there. Hey, so-and-so told us to look into this. Yeah, I saw him do that. You can't really fight within the walls of the agency. You're just kind of left out to dry. So that was where I kind of tied it back into, like, this was happening for years and years and years in America. And that project, that justice project that gets and finds these cases, it's one after another. I saw one I didn't want to bring it up because the city it was in and the person that was involved is not a good person. But another one just 4 days ago, June 1st, yesterday, he was released out of prison for like same scenario. Got accused of killing an old man, and somebody came forward and said, yeah, I made that whole story up. He didn't do it. And they found it to not be true. So this happens a lot in America. And we as police, I think we've gone so far now that cops don't even know how to do investigations, and it's really bad. But back then there was so much pressure and public outcry to solve crimes that they just went, I guess he did it. He's in the area and he fits a description, and we're going to put him in prison.
Was a witness white?
No, he wasn't. He was black.
Oh, okay. All right. That changes things.
They threatened him to say, if you don't tell us that story and it makes sense, your family might be in trouble. So we weren't always great. And that's where I think people now have it way better, and they're still capitalizing on the unfortunate circumstances that some people did suffer years and years and years ago. I don't think in today's world you could frame somebody like that. It's impossible unless you get into like actual AI and like start altering video and making pictures.
But they'll know it's AI.
Yes. I'm just saying at this point in America, I don't think it's really that possible to go, I was in another area completely, because everything, technology is going to show you weren't in that area. But I don't think it's possible in today's world to go, hey, this guy's dead. We're just going to go grab one of these guys randomly and say he did it. There's just so much technology and so much that can be debunked through technology that it's not possible anymore, unless it's like a complete like setup. But imagine 39 years, dude.
Yeah, that's a long ass time.
They overturned the death penalty at one point because Ohio got rid of it. So they were life in prison. I got converted. I believe he got $18 million settlement.
I was going to say, can you sue?
Yeah, you sue. $18 million is what I believe was settled for these guys. One guy got paroled and was out, and the other two were had life in prison, and they were converted and commuted.
Can you imagine what you would do with $18 million? I
know, but I don't know that, like, that's where that age-old question goes, hey man, you want $10 million? Yeah. Well, you're gonna die tomorrow if I give it to you. Do you still want the 10 million? You're gonna go, nope. Keep it, right? So this dude, like I said, if I told you I was gonna give you $10 million and you're gonna have a lot of money, but you were gonna die, would you rather have the money, or would you rather just, no, I don't want to die? So this guy's almost dead. This guy's 39 plus 18, so he's 60 years old almost.
I see what you're saying. Well, I mean, you already did it. So he already spent 39 years in prison, so it's the least.
Yeah, but I'm saying, yeah, I get it, but you're
saying he probably would have chosen not to spend 39 years in prison.
I would say if you offered him $18 million to spend 39 years in prison right now, I bet he would say, nah, man, give me my.
I wonder how many people would actually spend 39 years in prison to come out.
Well, now here you got to remember, there's psychopaths that would do it they would do it for free just to be on social media.
Yeah,
hey, we're gonna film your jail cell for the next 39 years while you're in there, and you're gonna be super popular. You're gonna have likes and follows, and everybody's gonna know who you are, but you can't leave. Yeah, I'll do it.
There's mentally ill people that go to those quote unquote haunted houses where they're tortured and put in cages and stuff. I'm like, dude, it's like demonic in nature. The fact that you would want to hurt yourself like that, and we have our tier 1 operators going through training like that, and then there's Becky going through her gothic phase, getting tortured at a haunted house. All right, let's talk about this. Orlando Police Department. Did you see this?
Yes, I saw
this. I hate doing this, but you really got to look at. I mean, we can't How can you be a cop in uniform and think this is okay? Like, how can you think this is okay?
Video that I was sent here shows the absolute and complete hypocrisy of the Orlando Police Department. Chief Eric Smith, this is my message to you and to Buddy Dyer. While the policies that this city has put in place continue to force small businesses out of our downtown, what you see going on right now, this represents the Orlando Police Department. The hypocrisy of saying that the streets are safe or that businesses are the problem for streets not being safe, while what we see here shows as an example of the kind of behavior that we understand is acceptable by the Orlando Police Department, is the reason that Orlando residents continue to lose their faith and trust in the leadership of this city. And I would ask Eric Smith this: is this acceptable to you? What are the consequences? Where is the accountability? While businesses are failing right now, they're losing their livelihood all over downtown Orlando. You see behavior like this from the people that are supposed to be helping those exact businesses that have been flooding out of the city.
I can tell you, I was a brand new cop, 2001, 2, and there's a popular club in town called Bombay Louie's. And I was working the overtime at the door, and a girl did that on the hood of the car, but not like all the way on. She like walked up, did it, and I felt like I did something wrong back then. Like I was like, this isn't like what was going on.
Yeah, like you were just gonna be like, dude, I couldn't control this, but I'm in trouble.
It was before body cam and all that, but we're in a parking lot. I'm like, she's talking this and that and did it, and I was like, this isn't good. This is 20 years ago. I can't imagine today's world of social media, knowing you're gonna be on camera. First of all, you gotta, like, if your wife's gonna watch that video, you gotta get out and throw that girl. You gotta kick her, throw her, get rid of her. Like, you can't have some girl twerking on you under any circumstances whatsoever. I know I wouldn't want that, but that's just the joke part of it. Really is like, but the professionalism and standards, and we had that happen in our town. It went viral. Same thing. They got a bunch of girls got on top of Vero Beach Police Department car in a parking lot and just twerked away, and the cops just stood there and did nothing. Didn't pull her off. She was. I mean, you have to draw the line somewhere, man.
I mean, here's the thing, dude. As a man, let's say you're single. Let's say that's your race or of choice and another partner. Would you even allow that as a man in public? Would you sit in a chair and let somebody, like, I mean, dude.
As a cop, there's just something.
I mean, and then you go to the next level and it's a cop.
You can't, it's uniform, man. And that's where I get into like these TikTok videos in Atlanta and Detroit and some of these places that are really wildly recruiting. It's like you have cops doing that in uniform, twerking and doing that. I've put a couple up recently. So it's like
cops twerking.
I got female cops graduating the academy twerking in full uniform with their Class A on, just acting crazy.
No, you don't, Mike. No, you don't.
My story yesterday.
There's no way.
Yes.
There's no way.
Let me see if I still have it. I probably just shared it on my story. No, here you go.
You send it to Anti-Air Instagram. Okay.
Hold on. This is just one smidgen. Is that a word? Smidgen.
I cannot believe. And so cops are twerking in Class A's, and they are promoting it from the agency, or is this just like a
agency as well? This is a academy grad. But if you just, like I said, anything else we do, if you were gonna have your agent, your agency is gonna see this in a public profile, and it's mild. It's not what we're seeing on there, but I still don't think it fits professionalism in my.
I think we're gonna hit a common trend here, a theme as we watch these, because I have one up next.
All right, here we go. Here's mine. Okay, good.
No, good. We're good.
It is. Yep.
Are you fucking?
And it goes on. There's more slides, but like again, you can say, okay, they're excited, right? But you're showing your ass off. If you want to be an idiot, like does that any like what is that?
The culture. That's that is despicable behavior to twerk like that. It's twerking for a reason. That's why it's twerking, right, wrong, or indifferent, whether you like it or not. It's considered twerking and it has the stigma it does because it's not an acceptable form of dancing on camera or in public. That's why these people do it. These people do this to get a rise and to feel some kind of way, and you're putting it in a uniform.
Yeah, and it's kind of made it. Here's where it's got interesting is now it's like they've pushed the needle so far one way that dancing inappropriate, I would call it, twerking. Now it's almost like, well, they're just making cringe videos or they're just doing this in uniform. Almost the dumb shit I did. Almost now is like, well, it's okay. It's normal now to just act like a fool in videos. At least they're not shaking their ass in videos, right? Now they're just, kind of dancing or kind of making it a certain way, and it's okay over here because it's not twerking. It's just dancing or posting, skits and video. I mean, I'll go back to it. I'll go back to. I'm going to stand on this. Bad guys in jail, right? That's what cops were. That's what we were. That's the foundation of law enforcement. All the other stuff, community affairs, shop with a cop, coffee with a cop, all those other things, even detectives, man, like that's a form of it, but bad guys go to jail. That's the foundation of law enforcement. We have to keep the community safe. Both those girls probably weigh 100 pounds if we're lucky. So combined, they weigh less than me. Unless there's some type of secret squirrel martial arts I'm not aware of that gives them the ability to fight, they can't. And then dancing and taking the job not serious. It's just the combination of everything. And then they're going to go get trained in FTO, and then we have generations of FTOs that have given up.
Racist if they don't.
There's a lot of things. Yeah, there's a lot of things that go into that, but it's a trend that's getting scary. I made a comment about Ozempic and the cops losing weight, ridiculous weight. They're starting to look square. What's happening is there's no muscle left, so their shoulder bones are looking square. And then I got somebody through it. Well, you advocate for testosterone? I'm like, yeah, I do. Like, I want men with muscles. I want people
they look like they're wearing a SpongeBob outfit, like a costume.
Yeah, their shoulders are square because there's no muscle left on their body. So, and then their head just stays really big, and this all gets sucked in, and then they're square. And there's a trend of like it's happening here locally, really bad. There's a trend, and I'm thinking optimal male performance. Optimal performance. Okay, male. I'm gonna go male or female. Your body should be optimized, and we have the technology now to optimize your body through peptides and hormones and things that we, the food, it seems to have been taken out of the food. You can go down the whole rabbit hole of conspiracies that they're trying to weaken us and lower our testosterone through our habits and being on phones and all. There's a way to combat that, and it's hormone therapy replacement for men and women. So would I rather have men and women optimized? Absolutely. Do I want them shrunk because the scale says 110, 120, 130, but they look like they couldn't, they would blow away in a brisk breeze? I go back. Bad guys go to jail. Who is going to physically restrain a murderer, a burglar, somebody trying to harm your family? Not those people. Men on testosterone, they're already ahead of the game. Do they need to train? Yes. Do they need to be able to fight? Yes. But being in shape is a really good place to start. Not round. I'm not talking about round shape or square. I'm talking about physically fit human beings in the profession, prepared to do the ugly things that we signed up to do.
Well, speaking of Atlanta, we're not going to play the video. The video is just kind of gross and disgusting. It's savage. It's savage, animalistic behavior of a judge and a deputy chief. Atlanta Police Chief Kelly Collier was engaged in a 2-year extramarital affair with U.S. District Judge Eleanor Ross. Both of these people are black. The relationship included loud sexual encounters in the judge's chamber during business hours that were overheard by court staff. Judge Ross received a private reprimand from the Judicial Conduct Committee for the affair. attending a political event and making false statements during the investigation. She received a private reprimand, Mike, as a judge. A private reprimand. Atlanta PD has launched an internal probe into Collier. Dude, I want that to be known because we're not playing the video because it's fucking gross. I just couldn't take any more of these videos. The first one was gross. The second one was retarded. The third one's gross. They're all black people. And the comments are even fucking worse in these videos, dude. If it's not white people going, what the hell are these black people doing? It's black people laughing at it. You go, girl. You go, girl. It's almost, I don't understand. You got to be able to call it like you see it. You're not a racist. You're a realist. Like there's a common denominator in all those videos.
Yeah, I think it's
and two of them are Atlanta. Let's talk about, let's take the race out of it and just talk Atlanta, because the reason why is Atlanta is trying to recruit a certain demographic of people, preferably black females is what they want. And when you do that, you get someone in the academy, and 22 years later, they're doing this in a judge's chambers as a deputy chief.
Yeah, and that person, they see that. Now these young girls that we just posted see that you can go have sex in the judge's chambers and you'll get a private reprimand. Like, you should be arrested and fired. Like, that has to go against every code of every law enforcement state. And I know in Florida it is, if it's enforced, if you're the sheriff, sometimes it's not enforced, but it is a code of conduct that can't happen. We can't compromise that virgin. But then you have, this is okay. So I'm a young girl. I see that it's okay. Well, I'm going to go be a cop because I can get away with that if I want, right? And then you have like the Cobb County, which is right there in Atlanta. There's a duo of two females that they're in the SVU unit, and all they do on department time is stand there every day, make a TikTok about their outfit check. They're wearing slacks and shoes and expensive clothes. And I would argue, do we all have downtime? Yes. Have we all sat in parking lots? Yes. But you're a cop and you're working a detective job, not like a 12-hour rotating shift on your days off, but you're a detective, you're held to a higher standard. And there is always investigative work to be done as a detective, especially in the SVU unit, which involves children victims, female victims of sexual battery, male victims of sexual battery. Like, it's a special unit where bad things happen to people. To highlight the fact that you have so much time on your hands that every single day you can make a video about just what you're wearing and put it out. That creates the expectation or the image to people that is what the job is about. And again, you get into that job as these two females, they end up on patrol and they end up dead and shot. And I care about that. As somebody who cares about law enforcement, I don't want to see them get killed. It seems as though that area that's recruiting them, though, doesn't care. They just want numbers and they want people to become cops. And they are oblivious to the fact that one of those 100-pound females may encounter a 250-pound cocaine psychosis deranged male and kill them.
Here's the more broader picture of what's happening. The devil wants people to act animalistic on this earth, take race, gender, creed out of it. He wants savages and heathens on this earth, and now he wants them entering positions of our authority. That's what's happening. That is what's happening.
And it may not, and I don't want to, it may not even be direct. The people themselves may not be that, but they're being tricked into joining those positions as weak-minded or not people that are being sold a dream, and therefore the devil is winning by putting people that aren't prepared, trained, or mentally ready for the seriousness of law enforcement when it comes to keeping us safe. And it's like a psyop. Like, we're going to make this job look so fun and cool, and we're going to fill it with people that they don't want to kill anybody. They don't want to get in a fight at 3 a.m. in the back of a gas station. They don't want to run a homicide suspect down. They don't want to pit a car. They just want to go to work and dress up in that pretty uniform. And it's almost not their fault. It's the recruiting and the entity of the law enforcement agencies in that area that is failing those young girls by bringing them into a profession that is ugly. It is an ugly profession.
Yes, it is. And it's it's a profession with inside an arena. And unfortunately, you have guys like us that are sent these videos time and time again, asking for these cops to be called out and put on blast. But for some reason, it doesn't really seem to have an impact. and now it's splitting law enforcement down the middle.
Did one I posted one today. Let's see if I have it. I posted one today. Here, I'll send this one. We'll stay right down the aisle here. Let's go, Bill, because there's always more to it. Now, I made TikToks, and I got hammered yesterday. I'm going to talk about it when I do my video for tomorrow. I did. Everybody talks about, and I deserve to be made fun of. But I recovered, and I realized, and I didn't do anything crazy. I didn't do anything crazy with it. I just made some videos. They were all in downtime. Most of them, 99% of them off duty. I just had my uniform on. But there was obviously, like, I was going through it, right? And then I, recovered. So if you don't recover, or if you stay in this arena, you're likely to do other dumb things. I was on there for about 4 months, got in trouble, went back to being SWAT, went back to being a cop, actually got promoted after that. So you get out of things that are dumb, and then you become undumb. Well, this case, this is one of the videos that was sent to me this morning.
Boy, shit, partner. Shit. Thanks for your time.
Okay, so that was sent to me, and that is St. Johns County, Florida.
So say it's definitely Florida. You can tell by the green uniform.
St. Johns County, Florida, and 25 messages minimum.
You were sent that 25 times?
I was sent that once, posted it, and I have received over 25 messages about the problem with this woman. The lack of work ethic, and does it make sense? If you watch my videos back in 2020 when I was very immature and sidetracked, like I was still doing police work. I was an FTO. I was doing the job, but I was going off duty doing these dumb videos. I still had a resume, and I continued, and I got better, and I continued my resume. It's 4 months, 3 months, 4 months where I really made them heavy. And then I got back to business. Here, this is being made okay by the agency, that this behavior is okay. What is that? What do you think that says? If my agency we're cool with him doing these cringe videos off duty, it sets a precedent for everybody that the place is not very serious, right? It's not being taken serious. What have I told you? That this same female got in a pursuit with no gear. No gear. Coming from the gym, which is a huge problem for me. In her like fancy gym gear, no gun belt, no vest, nothing in the car, just taking her car to the gym, unprepared, and was the lead vehicle on a pursuit of a armed carjacking suspect, and eventually did have the rifle in the rack. It was in the rack. Eventually, the car, I was told, was pitted. I don't have all confirmation. And there she is at the scene, standing around in leggings, gym clothes, and a rifle.
Because she feels like she can, because she feels like no one's going to tell her, what the fuck are you doing?
She got an attaboy.
Bro, can you imagine if you showed up and where you were wearing fucking your gym shorts and a fucking tank top and sunglasses, no belt, and you were like, got him, sir. I got him.
If I should be let go that day, because
she knows no one's going to say anything, because no guy's going to say anything, because they know a supervisor is going to cup to her and be like, why don't you worry about yourself, Tom? And like, okay, sir, I think this is the most unprofessional thing.
And then to know the agency didn't really like it, it was heavily edited for the media release to not include any shots of her in that predicament. But people send me things, and there's things called public records requests and video stuff that you can actually obtain video and all that. So we'll see if that ever comes out. But my point being is, and I don't like picking on people, but
she's a fucking retard. Pick on her, dude. That's how you got through what you were going through. Is somebody finally? I mean, maybe they didn't pick on you, but somebody grabbed your attention.
They did.
She might not have somebody to pull her aside, like a female she trusts. A dude's not going to do it. They're going to be too worried about some kind of harassment, like he bullied me. A dude's not going to do it. So a female is going to have to do it, and there might not be one. She needs to be bullied and made fun of. Like, I'm sorry, you can't do that on the internet. I did that on the internet and immediately apologized to somebody and took it down. Did I tell you about that?
No.
Oh, bro.
But think about it. Like, of all the things, like that's the one that people try to throw in my face, and I'm glad. I had a guy post, that I'm running, and he can't wait for all the skeletons, and I'm like, buddy, when your closet's open and there's a 4K camera in it, you don't have skeletons. You have past mistakes is what I would call them, or you have, you know, embarrassing things that we've all done, but you're not scared to open the door and let everybody in, which is what I've done all along. And but like her, like you would want to get to her, and you're right, and say like, what are you doing? Like you don't want to do this. The embarrassment is horrible. And then to have it like people try to categorize that as your life, because that's what happens to cops. You can solve 10 homicides, you can put hundreds of people in prison, you can write search warrants, you can write wiretaps. Hey man, you're that you're the TikTok guy, right? It didn't stick, but it sucks. It's embarrassing. And rightfully so. It's embarrassing. But it's not my, people try to make it your identity. They're going to make that our identity. And I wish like somebody would just come along, grab her and go, hey, this ain't it. And then going to the gym, like I think that's really irresponsible. I'm an advocate for cops being able to drive their car to the gym. That's cool, man. Be in uniform, throw your 511s on, throw your vest on, your tank, whatever, get ready. What happens if you roll up on a crash? What happens if you roll up on an armed carjacking and you're the first guy behind you?
You act like you didn't see the crash, Mike. Come on, man.
Okay, the crash. That's fine in a marked car. But
they're waving at me. Hi, guys.
But what about you end up in that situation? Like, and I had this thing. What if you jumped out, got in a foot pursuit, turn around, the guy looks back, and it's a dude in gym clothes with a gun, and he shoots you and kills you? How'd I know he's a cop? How'd I know he's a cop?
I think most cops should know that you don't pursue without visible markings. I mean, even detectives have the fucking badge they can throw around. Correct. But yeah, at the end of the day, you're right. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. I'm going to confess something that I did that was not so cool of me to do. So stick around. We'll be right back.
Over a century ago in 1910, the Flexner Report, funded by John D. Rockefeller and the Carnegie Foundation, re-engineered medical education from a holistic, whole-body approach, which appropriately treated the body as an interconnected system, to a compartmentalized approach under the guise of specialized medicine. They shut down or consolidated medical schools, marginalized naturopathic, homeopathic, and chiropractic medicine, replacing them with symptom management and synthetic drugs. Allopathy is a marketing strategy rooted in fear and manipulated science. This philosophy carried into veterinary medicine, resulting in over-vaccination, unnecessary surgeries, and manufactured food, just like they did for people. They call it care, but it's predatory and based in profitability. The truth? Toxicity, compromised immunity, and chronic inflammation. They're not fate. They're engineered. And so is your power to undo them. We built 3 targeted formulas to return the body to homeostasis, for pets and people. To detox, defend, and restore. We are the correction to decades of corruption. We are vengeance.
All right, guys, the show is, of course, brought to you by Crave. Go to trycrave.com. Use promo code ANTIR15. Save 15% on your creatine. It is 2026. You have to take creatine, but you do not have to take creatine in a powder form anymore. Everybody's switching to gummies. It's super convenient, super affordable, and they're delicious. If you go to trycrave.com, use promo code ANTIR15, you can save 15% and get up to 30% more muscle mass and up to 30% more strength, and it'll help with your cognitive ability. So go to trycrave.com, use promo code ANTIR15, save 15%, and Goon Tape.
Go to goontape.com, use code ANTIR15 for 15% off. Goon Tape provides the softest no-slip grip for the tools you count on most. Our premium Raid Tape improves felt recoil, wicks moisture, and covers attachment rails so you can stay on target and in the fight even when the work gets wet. Go to goontape.com, use code ANTIR15 so they know that the boys sent you.
All right. So I was on a sick one on Sunday. I had a lot of downtime. I've realized that I want to try to get in the comments, and I try to stay positive, and I try to recruit people to the 99 and come check out our live show through the comments. Mm-hmm. But sometimes I get sucked into the dark. And Yeah, we did our Trump sketch, and then a response to we did our Trump reel, or our Trump derangement reel. We got called a bunch of goy boys. So then we went and did our goy boy sketch that me and Mike just came in on a Saturday and did. And then I was in the comments for that. And then I did, so somebody commented and said this show sucks because Brent left or whatever. So I made another skit explaining SF fanboys and how they've never served in any capacity a day in their life. And when I mean serve, dude, I talk like serve your community. Like blue collar guys are the unsung heroes. They don't get to wear a patch. They don't get the sexy movies. They do just as much work for the community, if not more, than any first responder. So I say guys that serve, that go out there, they get up before fucking dawn, they lace up boots and they get to work to keep the world going. SF fanboys are typically fat guys and they're gun guys. Right, they justify their existence by knowing guns, and they say, "I want you can watch the reel." Anyways, so, oh wait, don't bring it up yet. Somebody sent me a reel or tagged me in a comment or tagged Anti-Hero and said something about this guy is training to be a Navy SEAL. I took that and I thought, man, it would be funny because he's training to be a SEAL. I shared. Let's play this video. And I'll tell you that what the guy said to me. But this is the video I shared. And it just got done built an AR team with a FERT. I put he was gonna be a SEAL, but he had disqualifying medical conditions with eyeball emojis, right? I'm so used to viral videos. I forgot there was a person at the end of it. Well, he's a regular dude, regular blue collar guy with a regular page. And his video went viral because of his weight, and everybody's making fun of him. I felt awful. Mike laughed at me. The guy responded to us and said, "Thanks for the share, LOL." I was like, oh my God, dude. I was like, I don't know what to do right now because I'm not a mean person. He was an innocent bystander, caught a stray round, didn't have anything to do with anybody. And so I messaged him and I said, "Hey man, he obviously is liking the virality. I invited him onto the show. He's a little nervous to come on the show. Dead serious. I'm not making a joke or skit. But he did say he's trying to get follows. He's a good sport. I'm trying to get him on the show. So if you guys want to, his name's Supercracker89. And you can tell him that you got there because Tyler from Anti-Hero is a dickhead, and he is trying to lose weight. He did tell me that, and he's working on it. So,
didn't you like shit on a Gold Star family or somebody once too?
Oh yeah, dude. Did I did.
Man, you're having a bad week.
That was in the same day. Let me find.
Call him like gay or something, right?
It said don't be a homo.
Oh God.
All right. Let's yes, I did call a surviving member of the Special Operations Forces community a homo. And here's why. We're going to crack that down. You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Look how fast I'm getting at this. All right. So this guy decides to say, I guess I was like in the mix of my sick one. And I said, and he commented, he said, yeah. Oh, I put homeboy on blast and put him up. He sent the first guy when I made my reel about SF fanboys, he deleted his comment. And he said, yeah, you tried that on me. And then I let you know I'm from a Gold Star family. You were quiet after that. You're a sellout and you do more to hurt communities rather than help them at this point. And I replied, I have no idea who you are, brother. I'm sorry for your loss. Keep on being a homo, though. I have no shame, dude. I don't care if your fucking uncle died in the GWAT and he was a Navy SEAL. That doesn't give you the right to be a fucking idiot on the internet. And I will fucking call him like I see him, and I will handle him personally. You call Tyler from the Anti-Hero broadcast, he'll go tell those SF fanboys to suck a nut and slap him around on the internet.
Oh boy.
So
Monster.
before we bring on Jake, we got a couple other stories. I see that you have one about
Yeah.
an update about Flock.
Yeah, let's go. You want to go there?
Yeah.
Flock is watching.
You know, there's a size indicator on the Chiron. There's a size thing.
I don't know how to work it. That's the best you're getting out of me. I think I have the old version of the program too.
I think I have the old.
I do.
I must have the old.
See where it says allegedly? Like yours has like cool ads and stuff. Mine still has that
You gotta
stuff.
switch it, dude.
Yeah, I don't know how to do it. Dayton, Ohio workers recently climbed ladders and put trash bags over the license plate leaders installed years earlier. The security cameras weren't broken, they were being removed. The black plastic bags have become the latest symbol of growing conflict with Flock, the Atlanta-based company who automated license plate readers, have spread rapidly across the United States and sparked mounting backlash from some residents. The conflict in Dayton stemmed from an internal police department review that found city manager Shelley Dickstein, what a name, described in May 1st press conference egregious violations of city policy, including thousands of immigration-related search requests from various law enforcement agencies in the Dayton news report. Flock said its data sharing practices comply with federal law that removing the technology could have public safety consequences. So that's one thing that's being said, that it's like they're using the data illegally against illegal immigrants. You go deeper into the deep state area and like the black web, dark web, whatever you want to call it, they're basically saying that Flock is part of like the downfall of AI and everything else. They're tracking everything about you. Your cell phone data is being tracked every time you go by the cameras. They're pulling your IP addresses. They're able to tell what you're thinking, like what your phone's doing. And that I have knowledge from somebody I know within the industry of this, that it's very factual, that there is the technology from passing these cameras that it's basically triangulating your phone and able to track where you're going. So it's not just taking a picture of your tag and then relaying it. It's actually tracking your phone data, your IP address, your phone, your MAC address, whatever, the IMEI, and that the government's watching, and that you don't, in the deep depths of all that agreements and all those things, Flock is basically like police state, and that's what's happening. So the cop in me says, I want to know where the bad guy is, right? If a kid gets kidnapped, and I want to know that, you know, a bad guy with a warrant is coming down the road, and we want to know where he is, and we want, your grandma goes missing and she takes off driving and she's a silver alert. But at what cost? It kind of goes back to the $18 million, 39-year in prison. At what cost of police state and in Fourth Amendment violations and illegal surveillance of Americans do we say, I want to know where grandma is, but I also don't want to be illegally surveilled by the government? Where do we draw that line? So that's where I think.
Who was it that said you got to sacrifice security for freedom? You can't have both.
Yeah, that's where
it
we're
was
at.
one of the Jeffersons.
That's where we're at.
Yeah. Well,
It's
I mean,
bad.
we're always there because, I mean, movies are a huge, you can learn a lot through life through art. Art is, what is it? Art is as a indicative of life or something like that. Representation of life. Anyways, Batman, the one with the Joker, the Christopher Nolan one, The Dark Knight, actually talks, the ending of the movie, Batman has to use a hyper-vigilant police state software because it's the only way he can catch the Joker. And Morgan Freeman's character says, if you use this, I will grant you access, but I am out. It's too much for me. It's too much violation of people's freedoms. And Batman had to use it like sonar and capture and then lock into the Joker, but he had to violate all of those people's rights just to do that. So at what point does Gotham get saved or does Gotham not get saved? So, right,
and
right, Mike?
That's the problem with technology and men being or humans being part of the equation, is because we just can't have nice things, right? In the perfect world, Flock would be built to take pictures of license plates for the effective capture of criminals and missing persons and violations of the law. I believe in that wholeheartedly. That's the right way to use technology. Unfortunately, there's a group of people and a part of the government that I believe exists that overreaches and extends beyond the boundaries of the Constitution and the law. And they're like, oh, look at this. And do you think Flock is going to thrive as a big company in America if they don't get on board with that part of the government? I mean, all of a sudden the founder of Flock shoots himself in the back of the head 2 times and the whole company folds, right? I mean, we've seen that those weird things happen. So I believe that's police state, man. That's I don't want to over surveil. I want people to act like they're supposed to and do the right thing. And it appears that Flock is big under big attack, that they're doing it for all the wrong reasons.
All right. Another topic that has been sent to us multiple times, and I wanted to get Mike's reaction on this so badly. Trooper runs over the geese. You ready?
I don't want to
All
watch
right.
it.
Well, we don't have to actually watch it. We just got. I don't think the Instagram video I have actually shows anything, but it's important to got to get out of this dude's thing.
I need you to read me context because I've heard about it.
I
don't want to.
I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna turn on mute.
Okay.
All right. So this is mute. Oh, I gotta put it on stream. Oh, I got it on streamer. Okay. In this situation, this is the agency's statement from Arkansas State Police. In this situation, the trooper tried for 26 minutes to get these geese off the interstate. He called for the game and fish. They weren't available. He exhausted his known options, not really a game plan for the scenario. He even assisted a Good Samaritans who had also stopped to help. He had actually been instructed to shoot the birds almost immediately upon arrival because that's what was the safest for the humans involved, humans in all caps, whether they knew they were involved or not. He tried his best to the point we would have had trouble explaining the decision had a motorist been injured as a result. I'm very thankful that wasn't the case, stated Colonel Hager. Colonel Hager described the situation as a lose-lose scenario while protecting human life had to come first. Mike, I'm not defending this at all. This is the craziest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life.
I stopped yesterday, flashers on, and almost screamed because the person behind me was trying to be a dick and go around me for a turtle crossing the road. And I then I was going to block them. You're not going around me. 26 minutes is a long time. I get it. It's just a tough one. It's a goose, right? Like some people eat them, right? Don't people eat geese? Eat turkeys the same? They look the same. Like I get it, man. It's
Jimmy eats them.
Probably cooking in a shopping cart. Deep fried geese. But that's I mean, you're right. It's a no-win situation. I guess their argument would be they drive away. Some other dude stops. He's out in the middle of the road fishing, shooing geese away, and he gets clipped by an 18-wheeler, and now we got a dead guy. I just feel like I could get rid of the geese, man. I feel like I'm ugly enough and crazy enough, and you scream at them a little bit, and you shoo them away. Like, man.
I just think I'm not doing it. Sarge, I'm not fucking killing these geese. You can get some other fucking retard out here. I'm going 10-8. I'm sorry. Like, there's nothing. I don't think there's anything in my job description. It's not a direct. The public is not in direct danger. It's not a direct threat. All these second and third hand scenarios, I get it, dude. I totally understand. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to run over or shoot geese and baby geese. Like, nope. If somebody else wants to do that and get cleared by the chain of command and then be all over the fucking dude, this guy's fucking face and picture is everywhere. I'm sure animal lovers are at his fucking house. That's awful, and we don't condone that at all by any means. And I think shit's funny all the time. I'm not losing any sleep over dead animals. I'm just saying that this is the fucking craziest thing I've ever seen. Motherfucker runs them over. People think cops are tyrannical and crazy enough, and he runs over baby geese.
I have 2 animal stories. One's happy and one's sad.
It's like Bambi, dude.
We had a Bambi jump into a retention pond, and it was covered by, it was fenced in. It couldn't get out. I don't know how it made the fence. I don't know if it was a spot where it got in. I actually jumped the fence, helped corral this deer, and a lady like took it and raised it. So I was like, what a great, I remember going out to the farm where it lived, and I was like, happy ending. I had some hogs get hit one time, and I'm thinking, somebody, I called, like, yeah, they're going to send somebody out. So I'm thinking they're going to come rehabilitate these things, right? They're going to pick them up. They're going to take them. That's not what happened. The redneck dude showed up. I thought he was like an animal rescue guy. He grabbed the first hog by the fucking scruff, took it, and sliced its fucking throat open. And
in front of me?
Right in front of me, right on the side of the road. And I looked at the other dude, I got my car and I drove away. And I'm like, I can't believe this is what I did. Just like, this was the animal guy that they called. And I was like, nope, I'm out of here. Like, I'm not going to witness this. But you can't run. Like, you're right. Somebody has the gene, something in their brain that's wired that can run over a bunch of geese. It ain't me. It ain't
I'm
me.
just telling you, you can be cleared all day, left, down, upright. Yes, sure, you're cleared, but you got to live with that shit, and the community now has your face. Like, it's just not worth it to me. Also, I'm not a psychopath.
I made it 23. I made it 23 years and never killed an animal.
I never killed. I mean, I didn't work and I kind of sometimes worked in the sticks a little bit, but yeah, I never came across anything.
No, not shooting.
I mean, dude, dispatching a deer that can't move is different than running over geese in cold blood.
I don't even know if I could do that, dude. I mean, people want to say all these bad things about me. Let's take my love of animals should give a good indication of what kind of person I am. Like, I had I have some of the worst call. I had a murder, suicide. The lady killed her fucking 2 dogs and killed herself. And I knew it. And I got up to the car. And I looked at the crime scene guy and I'm like, hey, bud.
That bitch killed her dogs?
Shot both her dogs in the head and then killed herself at the end of it.
Oh, man, she's going to hell, dude.
I was the on-call detective, and I got there. I looked at the crime scene dude, and I said, "I love you, man, but you're on your own from this point. Like, I'll be waiting down here. Like, I'm not doing it. Like, I didn't sign up to be crime scene. I didn't sign up to bag anything, and I'm not doing it. Like, I'm not looking at it. So it's I guess it's the defenseless thing. The same way I feel about like children being harmed. Like, you just don't harm things that don't.
Who the fuck kills themselves but kills their dogs beforehand?
Dude, it was
like story.
Right before I left, there were back-to-back generator suicides where they left their animals in the house and fucking turned a generator on in the bedroom and killed themselves by carbon monoxide. And both times.
But they didn't purposely kill the animals. The animals just died.
Well, they knew the animals were going to die, obviously, because they fucking did it themselves. They're all going to die. This lady, a lady of all things, shot both her dogs and shot herself. And I'm like, how fucking selfish, man. Drop the dogs off at the fucking Humane Society. And, you know,
let them outside, give them a chance.
Let them run. But like the geese thing, like I agree that anybody who can run over geese there's something's not wired.
There's something not right with that person, dude. Like, I would be like, bro, are you fucking kidding me?
Like 10-9, like sorry, I got there's a motorist flagging me down, mile down. I can see a crash. Like, I'm leaving. Like, I'm not killing the fucking geese. Shoot them. They told me to shoot them. Like, they can't. Cops can't hit a fucking human. They're gonna fucking hit a goose,
a moving geese.
Yeah, moving fucking goose. Like, no, man.
The baby ones were really hard to hit. I had to reload before I got them.
Yeah, Sarge, I need another fucking ammo dump. I need a fucking care package over here. Like, I'm out of rounds. Like, no way, dude. No way.
All right, one last. This is my favorite one, Mike, because I checked the comments, and guess who was at the very top? With at the time, like almost 400 likes or some shit like that.
Me.
This is Clay County, and the reason why I'm bringing it up, it's not because I want to make fun of anybody in particular.
Great comment.
Oh,
they turned him off.
Oh, they turned him off.
Yeah, I can tell you what the comment was that somebody made.
Clay County, you can't do that. That's illegal.
Yeah, once they're on, they're there. You're not supposed to delete them.
All right, let's play it for now. I put this fat hoe up here.
Don't let your coworkers ruin your day. Ruin theirs first.
You want to picture the comment?
Huh?
I like JoJo said. I have a good habit of screenshotting before they can get rid of everything.
Dude, I watched it. I clicked it because I'm like, how the fuck? I saw it and I'm like, how do these fucking agencies not get roasted for these people? I went to the comments.
Oh, I didn't.
First one, Copville. You were like, you called her a Buick or something, or
the person, one of the people, like one of the people who runs Copville commented, built like a Buick.
Their team is very creative over there at Copville, and it had like 300 and some likes, and the comments were just awful. And I'm like, does this agency not learn that you can't post this stuff? It's 2026. We're cynical in nature. Society's turning counterculture back like it did in 1997 when WWF reigned supreme and Eminem and South Park were fucking saying whatever they wanted. People are done with this fucking mainstream garbage down their throat, and fat, stupid cops doing stupid, fucking dumb internet videos are fucking done. Everybody's sick of it. There wasn't one positive. There was one person in the comments that were like, leave her alone. She's cool. It was awful. And then they do shit they're not legally allowed to do, is turn off comments once they're already on.
Yes. Once they're on, you can't delete any of that stuff. And like Greg Tony, I talk about in Broward County, has me blocked. And here, I'm going to, there is, so I'm not anybody now. I'm just a guy. There is blocking. I justify blocking psychopath, inflammatory people that it's impossible to debate. If you want to have a conversation about, and even if you want to call me names, like that's fine. But if you want to have like a legitimate conversation, but there's at some point I can see like, okay, we're not going to do this. But when you're a public agency, like I said this, comments are going back on if I were to win or take over. Like you're going to be able to, you can't be obviously can't incite riots in the comments, and you can't threaten people, and you can't.
What about like the N-word? If somebody commented, are you allowed to delete it? Because
you got that. That's a hate to me. That gets into that problem of like
inflammatory. But someone critiquing you in any way, shape, or form is not hate.
No, you can say anything. Like you got, like I've been responding to all the comments about like the TikTok and all that stuff. Like, yep, I was immature, I was a moron, those things. But there are certain people though that you have to take and go, this person is a psychopath, and you just stop responding as an agency. Or if it's me, I just block. I'm not going to sit here and like have somebody just randomly make up lies. Like you can't make up lies in the personal text and then comment. But if you're a citizen and you want to send it on public forum, call somebody a Buick or say like you don't like this video, because you should be paying attention to your community. Because what happens in most of those videos that are like that, or the comments are, oh, great police work. What about my case that's unsolved? Why are you guys wasting resources? Why are you spending money making these videos? That's a really good question from the public, that you have enough time and energy and budget that you have a social media team walking around filming these videos in the name of some type of connecting, what is it called? Humanizing the badge, or connecting with the community. You know how you connect with the community? They wake up in the morning and their car's not broken into, right? They wake up in the morning and they're not robbed. They wake up in the morning and traffic control is being held. And we're at intersections making sure people aren't creaming through red lights.
I don't care if you're passing out backpacks, dude. Fuck it. At this point, it's still better video content. That's honest work. You're honestly trying to help. I used to think that was cringe. I would fucking pray to see something like that over what I just watched.
Here's the thing. If I go out today, I leave here and I go out and I go to 7-Eleven and there's a lady that looks disheveled and she's down on her luck, and I go, hey ma'am, come on in here. Let's get you a coffee, a water, soda, get you a couple of those roller dogs and send you on your way, right?
Vote for Mike Dilks.
But okay, perfect. But if I do it, video it, and then post it, do you think that takes away from my good gesture? I think it does. Yeah. I look at it like, if somebody else captures it, it's like you said about the kids playing, the dudes jumping out of their car playing basketball, right?
Yeah.
Like those are good guys. But if I set up a camera in front of my patrol car, get my ring light out, and then get out and dribble a couple times and take a shot and then go. There's a viral video of a lady instructing her kid to cry. It went viral on like, cry about it. You're not crying good enough. So I look at it like, if I go out and do something good, it's good. So as a law enforcement agency, if I'm out handing out backpacks, you should run a good enough agency, and your community should be have so much knowledge of how good you are by the fact they see your cops out doing really good things. You shouldn't have to record it and then repost it on social media. You should know. It's like
you have to get out there. You have to get it out there.
It's like posting. It's like you're nasty to your family, but then you post pictures like, "Look at us, we're a happy family," right? They know you're not. Well, if you're posting this and your whole agency knows that it's a bunch of shit and your community knows it's a bunch of shit, who are you really fooling? The easiest way to do it is get out and be a good police agency, and
I think you should. So what you're saying is you should be doing good things all the time, and then if your social media team happens to be there that day and say, "Hey, we want to schedule you, Sheriff," Sheriff, you've been at 4 backpack pass outs this week. We got to get you on camera doing it. It's not the same. I don't think it's
that's in the right direction. I would rather just be organic. And if somebody happens to capture a picture of it organically, post it. But the community should go, you know what? I don't even have to comment because I see this dude out doing that. He's not taking videos of it with his magazines upside down or all this other stuff or these staged interviews of things. It's just about being real, man. It's the same thing as everything. I'm going to be real. I'm going to tell you exactly how I feel. I'm going to open the door. This is all the dumb stuff I have to do. I'm not going to go make videos like, look at me handing out backpacks. Like, I know what I do. I know I'm a good person. And if that'll be captured generically through all those interactions, not predetermined and recorded. Now, there's some events, like you say, if we're having a fishing tournament, we're having a fundraiser for like, a kid that's injured in the community or car. Yes, that's okay to take pictures of and post. It's the whatever, you know what I'm saying? One sec, I gotta take this call. Pop me off real quick.
Okay.
Yep.
Is this a Sheriff Dilks call?
No, it's an investigation call. I have to answer it. Hello.
Anyways, I want to give a shout out to Mish. He's back from Colorado visiting his son. My son's alive, but he's got a long road ahead. Thank you all for the prayers. Thank you everyone who reached out from the 99. Thanks, Mike and Tyler, for asking for prayers. Mish was, bro, he came here, did Thursday night shift. Fucking 2 days later, we were at Mish's precinct in upstate. And then we stayed with him till about 2 a.m. And then and then before he met me and Mike there, he got the call that his son was involved in an automobile accident. His son's okay. But as you know, you break your leg as much as much as he broke his leg, dude, it's going to be a long recovery. He's active duty military. I think he's on the more, I want to say he's a little bit on the pipe hitter side of the military. Mish, I don't remember exactly, but that's really going to hinder you mentally and physically when you can't be out with the boys training in the platoon, when you're the hurt guy all year long. So keep him in your prayers, keep the warrior in your prayers, and let's hope he gets back out there soon.
Let's talk about Mish, man, dude, and what kind of dude he is. Like, he came here and made a point to come see us while he was down here. He finds out that news and still goes to work that day.
Dude, guy's fucking nuts.
Still goes to work that day and just says, I'm not bailing on the guys.
He didn't want to bail on his shift.
I'm not bailing on the shift. I just got this horrific, tragic news, but I refuse to bail on the shift on this short of notice, and goes to work that night that he finds all that out. And that's the night, obviously, we went up and saw him, but just character.
And that's that camaraderie. That's that wanting to be there. That's that upstate Northeast thing that me and Mike were just so amazed about, because he's going, hey guys, I could hear it. Mish was meeting with all the other sergeants throughout the shifts and the days. And he's like, I'm going to have to, bounce out of here. And they're like, Mish, go. And he felt this loyalty to his guys. Didn't want to leave. I'm just going to sound corny. Didn't want to leave the battlefield.
Yeah.
And they're telling him, go, you need to go. And it's that loyalty to your men and your brethren that even your own family, I'm sure if Misha's son was critically injured where he might, they would be different, but he still needs his father there. Misha's son's a young man in the military.
It just shows like he's going to be so.
Like, I would have been like, suck my dick. I ain't even coming in. I'm not even saying bye. I'm in Colorado.
Yeah, well, he obviously there was a turnaround on the travel plans, but most people would have sat home and been like, this dude showed up, gave briefing, held roll call, did everything he normally would, and that just speaks volumes of character for the care of each other. And that's, you're right, that's gone down here. I don't know if it ever existed down here, but up there, there's still that, like, I'm not bailing on my guys, and that to me is like showed me everything I need to know. The only knock on Mish, man, is he drives a Subaru.
We did think we were being attacked by a lesbian at 2 a.m, but it ended up being Mish coming to meet us. We were like, oh, it's our day. This is our day.
keep the comedy around.
The Subaru Americans.
He drives a Subaru, so he's got to be a really tough dude to drive a Subaru.
Yeah. It's Mish and all the lesbians. Jake,
what's up, guys? Can y'all hear me all right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, dude. I didn't bring my little mic or stand today, so if it doesn't sound good, y'all gotta let me know.
Yeah, it sounds terrible, but it's good. It's on par. No, it doesn't sound
okay.
I'm just kidding. You're good.
All right, if we're on par, I can live with that.
It's no worse than like Nick with like the long guy outside the van.
It's better than that, dude.
Yeah, it's slightly better than that.
Slightly?
It's good, man. Your mustache covers it all. Like the sound could never outdo the mustache.
Yeah, our guest yesterday was really thrown off. He's like, "That's the guy that said he wanted a mustache competition."
Yeah, it was. He was like, man, if that's somebody I know, I swear to God. Like he was like, yeah, that was pretty good. He was confused. Dude, that's it's funny you guys were talking about Mish because that was actually the first thing. I got some silliness to talk about, but yeah, I chatted with Mish when he was like on his way back from the airport, and I guess he was like on a bus or something like that at I think Logan, whatever that one is in Boston, and anyways, we had like badass conversation, dude. I'm telling you. Like, I've been like some places in the United States, but I have had a prejudice against Yankees for basically my entire life. And that is like one of the coolest motherfuckers I've ever met.
Oh, yeah.
Well, dude, we'll just like tell you, which, once I started learning about Boston and like how people in Boston really are, I was like, dude, I'd probably get along fine there. But yeah, dude, Mish is a real one. And dude, I also extended, he hadn't taken me up on it yet, but through Mish, I extended the offer to his son to say any type of crazy shit that he can come up with on the podcast. But no luck so far.
I mean, and I'm gonna pat Tyler on the back a little bit here. The community that's been created. We have a guy with a mustache that drives a Datsun from Texas.
Yeah.
That can make a connection with a Yankee, Boston cop because of this.
Subaru driving one.
Yeah, because of the community Tyler built on his back porch.
Dude, what are the odds of that?
We have Jake the oil roughneck Datsun driver is friends with my COD Boston Subaru Mish man.
Yeah.
Like that's that's good stuff, man. And that's where the comedy and the humor and all the stuff that people, they said this, they said it's entertainment to bring a community together. And that fact that you guys are on the phone, that's a hell of a two accents on the phone together to probably listen to.
Bring in Jay too.
Dude, yeah, no shit. Yeah, dude, I bet you like most of the time me and Mish don't understand what we're saying.
Yeah, you got the translator. Where's Boston in the translator? I'm trying to find it.
Yeah. Bro, when I talk to that guy, I feel like I'm watching damn, dude, why am I forgetting? It's like the movie about the Boston cops with like Matt Damon.
Departed.
Yes. Dude, I feel like I'm watching The Departed. Yeah, when I talk to
you go up there, you'll feel like it. That station feels like a movie scene. Like it's like a set. It's like
Mish kind of talks out of his mouth like this. He's a lot of low key bullshit and insults being thrown people's way. That
dude, I saw him like physically, I guess, on the live when he came down, like right before his boy got hurt. And he looks like a normal guy. He obviously, he takes care of himself. He's in decent shape. It looks like, I mean, especially to be like my dad's age. But just from talking to him, dude, I wouldn't fuck with that guy with a 10-foot pole.
No, dude,
no chance. That cop tells me to do something, it's happening. But
the guy that says I'm going to break your kneecaps if you don't comply. Like, I believe you, sir. Here's my hands.
Yeah, I've never been. I mean, I'll tell you this. I've been in handcuffs a few times, and I've never been beat up by the cops because I mean that's you got to be dumb, bro. Like you're not gonna win that fight. But yeah, a cop like Mish, nah, no chance.
They got
Not.
some good ones up there where he works too, man. We met a lot of the crew, and there's a lot of them there. I wouldn't want to mess around with.
I wish that part of the country wasn't so fucked up politically, but you could say that about a lot of
Yeah,
shit.
'cause the food is so good, man. It's a shame. Like
Boston food?
Oh, dude, it's great, man. The Italian food up there and the seafood is excellent, dude.
I can see the seafood for sure.
Now they have a huge Italian presence in North Boston. That is excellent.
Yeah, they're all fucking. Dude, Mike took me to go eat regular dinner on a regular night from the hotel room. And we go and like every entree is like $40. I was like, and they're like, it was a what was it? It was a
Italian
mixture
and Latin Italian.
It's like they couldn't figure it out, so they're like, "Fuck it, we got a Latin and an Italian place."
But dude, I got this steak with dude, it was great, man. Chorizo steak, like an egg on top of the rice. It was avocado. It was great, but it just, you're right. It's a shame that even like New York City, like going there, it's like all the history, all the cool things you can go to. You can go to a fucking basketball, baseball, and football game like all in the same day. Like you can walk everywhere, but then you might get like stabbed in the neck with a fork too. So it's like it's unfortunate that area is like that.
Yeah, and then like the communist Muslim mayor will go like visit the guy in jail that
give him an award. Yeah, I'll keep it at that.
I had a couple things though.
You have a notepad. Oh, Jake, that's so.
The notebook.
Him. He's taking it serious.
Looks like got the IA notebook out.
Hey Tyler, I just got a couple quick questions while I have you, bud.
You don't need your attorney right this minute, but we were watching your body cam and
first thing, Tyler, what are you looking like? What's your soft length?
Oh God.
I'm joking. All right, I'll take it back. But dude, yesterday I wanted to say something about it then too, and then Cece ended up he posted in the deli and I think in the app as well, and then he super chatted about his brother that took his own life. So it's already been addressed, man. But like, I don't know, like I'll be somber for like just a second. The buddy checks are a real deal. I don't think that as men we do a good enough job of doing stuff like that. Just being like, and even when we do, like, so do like say you're the guy that someone is checking on and you're not doing good, and they ask. I don't think we do a good job of being honest. So I think it's it goes both ways. Like when your bro reaches out and says, "Hey man, how are you doing?" It's not like you're at the grocery store like, "Hey, how are you?" type thing. I mean, if maybe if there's something you need to talk about, actually do it. And I think that like that what you were saying about Mish and like me and Mish like bullshitting on the phone and stuff and like swapping stories, like how cool that is. What it made me think about was that like the 99% people are like I mean, I say people because I know there's a couple chicks that hang out, but mostly dudes. It feels like a tribe, dude. And I think that's super important right now. Like in this world where we're as connected as we've ever been as human beings, somehow like we all still seem to be so isolated. And so it's like my message is to like tribe up. And I think everybody here is already tribed up. Like it feels like a legit tribe. But that's enough with the somber shit. That's not really my thing.
I know, and I'll back that real quick while you get prepared to bring it on the comical side. Someone recently reached out to me, and you could tell they'd have experience in asking people because they didn't say. They said to me, "Hey man, I've been watching a couple episodes. This was about a month ago or 2 months ago, and they said, you look really tired and exhausted. And I was like, no, they're like, yeah, I've just been seeing you, man. I watch it. They're like, I watch every day, dude. So I just kind of noticed it. And I was like, well, and I started talking about it and how stressed out I was. And he was like, I know. He's like, I can see it, dude. You need to get your mind off it. You need to go focus on your family. You need to do this. The show is going to be there. But if you are destroying yourself and stressing about all these things, it's not going to do you, the show, or the family any good. But I had initially said I'm fine, and he was tactical enough to go, "Is this, man? You look tired." And I was able to go, "Well, I'm not tired. This is what's bothering me," and I thought that was really good. So I've decided I'm going to employ that. So if anybody gets a message from me saying you look tired, I'm not checking on your well-being.
Just do something really cool and run for sheriff, man. That'll lighten up the load. That'll straighten your mental health right out, man. Trust me.
Dude, Mike, I know you're still up to your ass in like the flurry of like all the stuff that happens when you announce, but I've got some good shit that I could share with you about that. If I don't know, we might not have time, but I'll tell you about a story soon where because I told you I worked on my dad's campaign, where dude, I like on election night when we won, like dude, I went like haywire and fucked so many things up, like just like talking shit on Facebook. It deserves like a little more time than what we can probably give it, but if we remember, I'll tell you about that.
Absolutely.
Lessons learned. But I feel like the last two or three times, man, I haven't been keeping up with like the health hacks and stuff like that. And I just really haven't been doing my research. I've been slacking on that. So I know another, like in this community, like a big deal is like, if you're boozing too much, you wanna sober up, shit like that. We've gone over a bunch of different options. The most recent one I've got is this is actually not even name brand, but it's mouthwash. It's not Listerine. This one's actually, I think, Equate. Yeah. The good thing about that, man, is like if you're struggling with the booze, number one, it's gonna eliminate any kind of cravings that you have for alcohol, and it's gonna make your breath smell really good. So try that out if you're interested in cutting back on the booze.
Do you actually ingest it or just wash your mouth out with it?
No, do you just people think you can't drink it, but you can. It's not bad for you.
Why would they sell it like that? Why would they make it such a cool color? Yeah, I get it.
Wait, why did they make it such a cool color?
No, I'm saying, like, why would they if you can't drink it? It looks like Kool-Aid, so it's a very appealing color.
Yeah. No, you cut out, but we're saying the same thing. Like it's perfectly safe to drink. And if you're having like alcohol cravings or like whatever, it has a lot of health benefits, and then it also has the added benefit of making your breath smell great.
All right.
Oh,
So give it a shot. Or don't, dude. I mean, if that's not your thing.
Do you think how there's Hennessy and Natty Light? There's what was the thing that you were trying out beforehand? Vanilla extract and chocolate extract, and then there's
Then we did some. So I tried the hand sanitizer. That works well.
That does? Okay.
Yeah.
Is hand sanitizer the jelly form? Is that harder, or is it kind of like, what's that like getting down the hatch? Like,
well, like I said, dude, I mean, it works.
Oh no, Mike, can you hear him clearly?
No, lost him.
God damn it.
Oh, wait. We might be back.
Are we there?
Yeah, all right, we're good.
Dude, this happens every time. Every time I do on the truck. I got a few more things though. Do you guys want to do the stuff you shouldn't do as a man?
Yeah, that's my favorite segment. I'm hoping you don't steal it for your new show.
We'll talk about that, but yeah, so we'll kind of fly through these real quick then. So number one I got on my list would be napping. Just, I mean, what, dude? That's literally. Dude, I have 3 children, and my oldest one is 4, and they all nap. I don't know grown-ups that nap, especially grown men. You shouldn't do it. Doesn't matter if you're tired. Wait until bedtime. And so the next one plays into that, dude.
Wait.
And
Is there any way to nap? Period. Sometimes post topic we figure out all these reasons on why napping might be or the topic at hand might be acceptable. What about if you work like a crazy shift and you want to get home, and take a nap? Like, what if you work like 4 a.m. to 1 p.m. and your kids don't get home from school until 3 or 4 p.m.? Is it okay to take a nap then or no?
dude, I'm gonna lean toward no. I think you gotta stay that way, man. Be tired. It's all right.
We lost you, Jake. Unless it's just me.
No, it's the mobile. It's not working.
Man, who gets into the good stuff and then he cuts out. Hopefully, we'll boot him from the chat. Kick from studio.
He just needs it. I think he rolls that. He gives us a teaser. I think that's a good topic for his show. That's a really good segment.
Yeah, I mean, you don't. Oh, man, he's gonna take it from
A little
us,
one.
man.
It was a quick one, but we have to, we have to let him. We have to lead. We have to let him run, man. Sometimes you gotta let the ball lead. No bueno.
Is it still fucked up, or are we good?
Well, now it's good. So try it now.
Dude, every fucking time. All right, so we can nap it.
What? Wait, hold on. What is it? Is just your phone? No Bluetooth, no nothing. Just your phone.
Yeah, Bluetooth. Yeah, I got Bluetooth turned off, dude. What happens is I'll set the damn phone on the dash, even though I'm parked in the shade. You can
Oh,
see
it gets hot.
that's it. Yeah, and it doesn't even feel hot until it starts getting fucked up. So I guess I just need to hold it. But
Okay, you're good now. I think we're on smooth waters now.
okay, yeah, I gotta hold it in front of the air conditioner. Like, how crazy is that? But all right, so I mean, all right, you're not supposed to be napping. Insomnia. People with insomnia, do what? I mean, the fuck, do more stuff during the day. Get tired.
Yeah.
Why can you not sleep? Is it because you're not tired? That's what I think.
People
How
with
do you get-
insomnia.
Yeah. How do you get tired, brother? You do stuff. Get your fucking ass busy.
I agree. I had man, yeah, you know what? People with insomnia are not manly. It's true.
I mean, yep, I agree. I do. I used to have that problem, and one day I woke up and I realized, hey man, you got to do more stuff.
What about men that are retired and over the age of 60?
You got to keep doing stuff, dude. Yeah,
You just
retired over the age of 60, not doing anything, bro. You're gonna be lucky as you want. You got to fucking get busy. You got to do stuff. It doesn't matter if it's productive or not. Go get you a drill and like some 2x4s and some screws and just go in and out. It doesn't matter what you're doing.
All right, just do manly stuff. You don't
Like
need to actually be doing anything.
right? Pressure wash, cool things like that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and you said manly stuff. I'm not an expert, but I mean, dude, you could even do gay stuff if you had to. But I mean, stay alive, bro. Stay in the fight.
All right. What else? What's next?
The last one on that one is people are gonna have strong opinions about this, but I think that something me and Ryan would probably agree on is that we have a major problem with toxic masculinity, and I think the one of the main remedies, like the best remedy to toxic masculinity, would be like, man, like looking yourself in the mirror and having some damn humility. So that's why I say don't change your own oil. Like on your truck, like don't fuck with that yourself, man. Like have some humility and hire a professional.
Okay, kind of like showing that you're humble and showing that you're not trying to be the manliest man in the world and just letting someone actually do it for you.
Yeah, and dude, I mean, I don't know if you guys have ever been to an oil change place, but I mean, it's not like it's not like they're staffed with a bunch of retards that barely know what they're doing. Like those are highly trained professionals that are well paid. So that's what I would say. I haven't changed my own oil in probably 15 years.
Yeah, I agree. What about cutting your own? What about paying for haircuts? Is that manly?
That's a good question, dude. I think that probably depends on like the shape of your head.
What?
I mean, dude, if you got a fucked up shaped head, like you might need to pay somebody. If you
Like
got a
outside of deformities, I think it's the most masculine. Hey guys, I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I shave my head, and and my wife helps me shave my head, but I'm not going to no barber and being like, "Can you make me look good?" Mike Bix's head, you're just letting it all go, wild, like a biker. To me, that's masculine. Even unkept is better than going and getting your hair done by a barber. It's just not masculine.
I think you're onto something there. I think that like overly grooming yourself is probably not good. It's probably not good for your testosterone. It's probably gay. Stuff like that. So yeah, I mean don't put too much time into personal grooming if you're a man, if you want my opinion.
Yeah. Let the okay. Nose hairs. Should we be trimming our nose and ears hairs?
I don't know about trimming them, but I mean, dude, they are like when they get, especially at a certain age, which I'm not saying anybody on this podcast is at that age, Mike, but they can be unsightly. But if you have to get rid of them, I don't think it's cool to trim them. I think you need to pull them.
Dude, I do it all the time. Just eyes watering.
I think there needs to be pain associated with it. So that's where I'm at with that. The trimmer.
This segment really brings the boys together. I really don't know what the fuck Slater's talking about. You fuck with enough mower blades, you'll never need a haircut. I don't know if he's like whacking himself in the head with the lawnmower when he mows, but we love you, Slater.
Yeah, he's talking about mower blades. Some call it a sling blade. But that's that. Hey, that dude. Full credit. That's not my joke. Chode said that in the chat earlier. I know we're close to the end, so I want to skip the rest of this shit. But I do want to say that me and Jay are gonna do a show on counterculture. We're talking like about 2 weeks. He's gonna be mad at me, but I blanked on the day. But we'll blast the day and stuff like that all over the place. And we're gonna put out like some little like skits and jokes and stuff like that beforehand. We're gonna call it the Life Raft. And I think that all it is, it's just a little nod to the fact that at least what me and Jay believe is that none of us really know what the fuck we're doing. We're just kind of like out here floating around in a life raft trying to stay alive. And dude, I mean, he's a handsome fucking man, and he's also only like 5'6". So if I was going to be stuck in a life raft with somebody,
short motherfucking retard.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're going to be stuck in a life raft with somebody, you want to be with somebody small for different reasons. But
that's true. Well, I mean, what about? I mean, you would never take advantage of Jay because he's smaller, right?
No. That's not what I'm.
Okay.
I mean, actually, you know what? Fuck it, dude. You asked me, and I don't want to be dishonest. It depends on how long we're out there.
You give me a little 5'6" ass.
I'm not, I would like to say no. I don't know. I've never been stranded at sea, literally, with a petite British man. So I don't know.
You never know.
But
yeah, you never know.
The things that we're going to talk about. So you guys may not, chat may not really believe this, but it'll be a lot of silly stuff. But the idea is, we really just want to talk about the male experience. Because dude, that gets talked about here, but it's going to be like really focused on, dude, 2026 and maybe God willing and the creeks don't rise, 2027, 2028, whatever. Life through like the male perspective, with a lot of like silly humor and honesty there about kind of what's going on.
Good.
For dudes.
From
So I'll
two
tell you
very
right now,
different perspectives, right?
it like Valkyrie or any of you like other crazy broads that just like to drop money for no reason, like you're welcome. Just don't have high expectations
Of your show.
But, the boy,
They're
right?
paying,
Yeah,
they're paying me money, so you should be good.
yeah. The boy, it's for the boys. It's like it's kind of like I sent you guys a message the other day. Dude, we're gonna be like the top 1% of the 99%, and we're also 100% for the boys. That's the mission.
That's a lot of
That's like
percentages.
300%, man. That's good.
Yeah, you kind of lost me halfway through the percentages, but I know what you're talking about.
I thought that might happen, but write down and look at it. It'll make sense. That's what I had to do. But no, it's gonna be great. I don't care if I ever see a fucking dime from it. I have a blast coming on, and it's a privilege and an honor, I guess, to be a homo for just a second, to be able to have that opportunity. And I hope that
I'm excited, dude.
Well, I hope we got some dudes show up, and that's what I got for you guys today. I mean, I could go on and keep fucking around and not going back to work for all day, but I know you guys got shit to do. So,
hey man, we appreciate it, dude. Thank you for joining us.
You're the man, dude.
Yeah, have a
Excited
good one.
about your show in 2 or 3 weeks.
Yep, y'all be good. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do.
All right, later. All right, I think that's it, bro. We got G Money's show tonight on Counterculture Inc. Network on the YouTube channel. Go. I guess I'm going to be on a show as a guest.
Oh,
However,
really?
I think, hear me out, and I'll let you guys know publicly. I think he's going to try and use me as a producer. And just said, "Hey man, you want to come on my show?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll come on your show." And I'm gonna make it a point, dude. Send me a link. I don't want nothing to do with it, man. I'm just there to chill and see what he has to say. So,
super chat. Before we go, Cody needs to know: does the mustache come off the glasses? They're going to talk about that on their show. Maybe he shows everybody it comes off.
Cody, you in the app? Jake's really active in the app.
Yeah.
So I think I don't think I can say. Can you say Jake's name in the app on YouTube?
No.
Yeah, you can't say that's a thing you can't say. Okay.
Don't forget to join the app, which is
okay. Justin's producing. So we're good. Justin is producing the G Money show. I'll help Justin produce it. I just was going to make it a point if he tried to make me solely produce. I'll help Justin. I don't know where the Gong app is though. But anyways, Counterculture Inc. tonight, 7 p.m. G Money show. And then tomorrow we will be back Wednesday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please check us out every day live. And if you haven't, please subscribe to our channel. It really helps the algorithm tell everybody else in the world that we don't suck. We'll see you tomorrow. We had another super chat. We did. Well, our producer's telling me we have a super chat.
Hold on. I read that last one. Which one is it?
No. Oh, okay. Good call. Good call.
Right.
No nap. Who will carry the boats? Jay, your
boats.
fucking short ass ain't carrying no boat. I can guarantee you that. All right. We'll see you tomorrow, guys.
JV team for life.